third, but we are live for Saturday night. I need to get that turned slightly out of the way because it's got the iPad in the corner, and for some reason it just really doesn't like it. And then what it does, yes, happy Easter, everybody, of course. Um, right, that's working now. I'm knocking everything over. All fine and still right. Let us in. What do you mean, let us in? Are you in? What's going on? I think that's working. There we go. Yes. So, as usual, it is the first Saturday of the month. My room is a tip. I'm not ready for this, but we're just going to have a good hangout as normal, and I suppose chat all. There's been loads happening in the last month, isn't there? We've obviously got old Chucky is there. Oh, I'm loving the Saints. I'm not even bothered about us because it's because of thingy, because I've just seen this the Southampton have won. I'm not even bothered that we lost. To be fair, which is it is what it is. Anyway, because maybe they'll sack him in the morning, but we won't talk football. So, what we had in the last week, especially, we've got Menosaur G2 to Cara. Can't wait for that. Missing Link. What's your opinion on that, Pete? Because not Missing Link, Masterpiece. So it's all right. It's not Missing Piece. That's true. We did get thrashed, which is great. Have I booked? I haven't, mate. I haven't got round to it. They did. They didn't have any tables for us. Otherwise, I'd have done it. I forgot to message you. To be all honest, it's got ahead of myself because it's this. It's next week, isn't it? It's next Sunday. So just things are too mental, far too mental. Yes. So yeah, we're gonna have. We'll do the one in October anyway. Where's In Demand Toys? I'm not too sure. Hi, you're right, Big Easy. Everybody, happy Easter. Say Sean's in there. Yeah, I couldn't either, mate. With regard, I don't know. I haven't pre-ordered mine from from Ultra Magnus. I haven't pre-ordered mine from the. Who's not responding? Nick in demand. I know Nick's away, so I don't know. It could be because he's away. I'm not making excuses for him, but that's pretty. That sounds very unlike them, to be fair. I don't, yeah, I've seen some people with them. I've done mine with Show Z. Thank you. It's Battersea Store power station, obviously. What's the words I'm saying? I've completely lost my trail of thought now. That's very unlike them. Yeah, mine's with Show Z, obviously, so I haven't. Let's get this straight. Darren's in. Mine's with Show Z, so mine Show Z always get it cheaper, but it always takes forever to come. If I'm being completely honest. And Pete, I need to ask Pete actually if he's still waiting for the ones from Robot Recruits. I've had an update actually on poor old Phil. I don't really do Masterpiece. That said, I do actually prefer the prototype deco. Well, I'm going to go for it because I don't own the what's what about? I don't know what he's talking about. You put that I think earlier in charge. Um, yeah, because I haven't played with the RC mold at all because I wasn't collecting Masterpiece then, and they did a was it Nightbird? They did a Nightbird, which I just completely missed. So it'd be pretty cool actually to get the what's it called, the thingy version of it, which would be great. Masterpiece, just have a play around with that. I think, in all honesty. But I've seen the images and everybody said before that her chest seemed too low, which I think is probably right. But I think they need to update it. I think they need to, because funny enough, I've got the Missing Link prototype one right here. Let me just grab it. And there's zero backpack on it, isn't there? So, but yeah, it's even on the Masterpiece. It's a huge backpack. So it would be nice if they could actually sort of rectify that, just to bring it down. Whether they do or not, I do not know. I've got no idea whatsoever. But I think, well, with today's technology, there's no reason why they shouldn't. So there you go. It would be really cool if they did. Not heard about missing guys. Right. Now I'll tell you what's happened. I'll tell you exactly what's happened, Pete. So what's happening? What happened is, and I feel so bad for Phil. I think that's why he's gone. It's a rain. Oh, we've got a storm about to hit here, Quinton. It's really about to batter us. I think is it Storm Gary? The wind here is huge. Anyway, what was I saying, Pete? Basically they had a huge container, Robot Recruits did, and it got damaged in one of the storms months ago obviously, and luckily enough, I say luckily enough, the missing links are going to be replaced with the via the insurance company. The missing links are going to be replaced, which is great because I've got two coming as well from them. But the Masterpiece, and this won't affect you, but I've got three Masterpiece coming from him. Unfortunately, they won't be. We just got a refund from them, so he's got the insurance back from that. And I think, unfortunately, as bad as it sounds, I think, as you said, I think it's sunk them. It maybe Phil will come on. I don't know. I don't know if Phil will come on, but I know he was obviously gutted, and I've spoke to him at length and a couple of times about it all. But yeah, bless him. But you will get them. They are going to come. I had to speak to a guy at TF Nation who had ordered a load from me as well. Yeah, really unfortunate. Are you still in? I've pre-ordered it, buddy. As soon as it becomes available in Show Z, I will be buying it. As I was just saying before, Big Easy, for those people who don't know, I do get loads of stuff from Show Z as well as in demand. Show Z is always cheaper for the Takara stuff. Good morning, Crackles. But it's always much later. It's always much, much later, which is a little bit disappointing. For example, it was only last, no, it was only about a week and a bit ago that I actually got my that I can definitely see one of them happening. I was going to say I only got the animated Bumblebee and Cliff Jumper literally maybe about 10 days ago, maybe not even that. And if you think they were about in the UK, In Demand had them in February. I know they did, so I think that's the only annoying thing, that you do get them cheaper, but they just come a little bit later, which is a bit of a frustration. But it depends on how desperate people need them and if they want them. Um, because Gareth has got his. You said everybody was skipping wind charge, and then we got one. The, is it $380? Wow, wow, wow. Um, you see, now that sounds a lot, and I'm not saying it's not a lot, but it is. But I saw a load of people go in on Takara for the price, but I'm pretty sure, and you can please correct me if I'm wrong, but what's the word? Do you remember Kang Toys? They did a little legend scale version of Thunder King, didn't they? Thunder Kang. And I'm sure they were $60 each. So that's the same price. And that was for a third party version with very little diecast, which I'm pretty sure this Takara version is full of diecast. Only recently animated Bumble and Cliff. I've just paid the deposit on Sentinel, but some already have. Yeah, some, as I say, I don't know if you know Gareth H. Green, who comes to the conventions. Pete, you might know him. He's got one already. Ryan, the Robertson Soundwave doesn't seem to have maintained much hype. Oh, I think it has. I think it has. Funnily enough, I had my email from the other day saying they're going to start. It's expected to come in June. That's an awesome hoodie. Gonna have to. This is available from the Battersea Store Power Station, and I tell you, if you want, I will. I love it. Hello there. I will put a link in the description if you want. In fact, if you go to one of my Tuesday Transformer Shop reveals, there's always a link to the store on one of them, and it's on there. I always wear this hoodie because again, everybody loves it. Everybody's like, "Wow, where'd you get it from?" And it's one of the first things I think I got from the Battersea store. To be fair, I won't forget Trigger Happy tomorrow. I couldn't believe I forgot Tracks. You live in it as well. There you go. It just fits, doesn't it? I mean, what's up, people? Shuri is in. Shuri is in. I've ordered you one as well because you want a missing link, or did you? I mean, did you want a normal Magnus or the Delta Shuri? I can't remember. Either way, I've ordered you one. Your last episode of Fan Home Movie, I was Prime Builder, was about 5 months ago. I need to get on with that, don't I? The thing is, Quentin, what's happened at work is the office that I used to do it in, they closed that office. So I've got. It's funny you should say that because look, if I just literally reach here, I've got them ready to go. I've got them ready to take into the office to do it. So I am on the ball. Who do I think is after Bruticus? Defensor, I think, because they're going in the order of appearance. Menasor first, then Superior, and then, of course, Bruticus, and then Defensor appeared after him. I think they're just going in order of appearance. And I think that's the way they did it with G1 as well. I think. Could be wrong. I'm always open to being corrected. Magnus is on page 3 on the in demand pre order page. If it's the Delta Magnus, G2 Menasor definitely. You say that, but I don't think it did because it's completely different. I'm going to Magnus Megan or Delta Magnus with Fisking Bill. Oh, it's the Grimlock I've ordered you then. That's okay. I've ordered you the Grimlock. Um, Shorty, I hope you're doing. It's sold out, which but we're starting a waiting list if he hasn't got his ticket. Um, I was going to be talking a lot about that, but I didn't. Well, I'm still going to talk a lot about it, but I don't need to talk about it as much because it's sold out. Unbelievably, it's sold out. Writing into you. Shadow stripping halos. Have you seen the differences though? The differences in the paint, absolutely, it's crazy. It's you might as well keep a shadow strip and have that in robot mode, and the same for your others, and then just obviously have the Menasor combined. Um, so yeah, you say we were so close, just the two, but imagine how much Motormaster would have cost. Because Motormaster now is probably going to be 120 quid, whereas before he was like, no, because it's 5 years ago, wasn't it? Into the hotel, but I'm the product, so absolutely over. I'm completely skinned. Times are hard at the moment. Sorry, guys. It's okay, Shori. You don't, as I say, it's just nice when we all meet up. It's funnily enough, as ironic as it sounds, that's one of the main reasons that I'm not doing thingy because I'm just so busy. The thingy. Who else have we got in the chat? I've got the wheel of names ready, of course, prepped for 11 p.m. for you guys. It's a bit quieter tonight. I wonder why. There's normally a lot more people. I might be at the toy fair though. Not doing that. Sorry, Shori. Too much stuff. Too much going on. Football, kids' parties, and all that sort of stuff. I know I've got to take my middle one to a party next week. Thundercracker, mine is in the post. It has been shipped. Sean, no problem. You take your time. You look after yourself. What was I saying? Yeah, and I can't do this. The Nemesis Prime, mine's in the what's the word? Mine's in the way. It's been what's the word? Yeah, it's been shipped. It's en route. That's the word I'm looking for. It's definitely en route. So can't wait for that. Managed to 2 of the last few tickets for Tiff. You can come for me and my son. Nice one, Simon, because it did, as I say, it's sold out. We're starting a waiting list now. And then yeah, I mean, it's crazy the fact that I know this is the fifth, but it's nuts to see how that's grown. It went from a room with like 25 people in it when it started off, and like now they've just sold out. It's not as big as TF Nation, but it's not trying to be. It's it's something totally different, and it's something that's going to be really good because, as you know, Pete, and I don't know if you've been to it, you haven't been to these ones, have you, Simon? I don't think everybody just chats. You know, you see the people you want to see, you see the artists. The panels are there if you want to take part and listen to them, but the rest of the time it's just a giant social, and it really is really nice just to sit down with a load of people and just catch up. To be fair, to bring that down, looks like I got the Champions League cup behind me, but I'm not. Oh wow! Thank you ever so much. That's been good. There you go. Very very nice of you. Jeff seen he can sign. Yeah, not been here before. Looking forward to sitting the setting. I need to Supreme Leader. That is Tomato. I love it. That's amazing. Thank you very much for that. Can I even put a heart there? I don't even know. I don't even know what currency that is. What currency is it? It's which I'm trying to work out where everybody's from all around the world because it's nice to see how many people come in and get involved. And like I tell everybody, I do this so everybody can come in. Is it American currency? Nah, it can't be American. MX20, it can't be American. Mexican pesos, that's what it is. Of course it is. Um, that's ace. That's nice to know. I love that again. I love the tomato reference, which is brilliant. But I don't know. I don't remember him being super. I've been referring to tomato for the last 3 of my videos because this card robot, when he's in robot mode, look at the windscreen. It reminds me of Tokyo Mater, one of the cars he races against. So yeah, it reminds me exactly of that. That's why I keep referring to it. These things are a bit mental as well. These card robots, they seem to be all the rage at the moment. Very interesting. I've not watched any of the cartoons, but I've not watched any of the Unicron trilogy either. So I need to catch up with loads of things on there. We know Darren's from Texas. I know the UK guys. Yeah, talking about TF UK Con. Jeff Senior is going to be there, which is great. Simon Furman is going to be there, which is great. The one thing I'm gutted that I can't do 100% is Jeff Berger, not Jeff Berger, Craig Berger at the Transformer shop on the 28th of April. That's my youngest's birthday, so I'm not going to be down there for that, unfortunately. But I'll be there probably the week before just to go down, pop in. If Fungboy jumps in the chat, I've got his sound wave I need to take down for him to meet. Nobody needs to watch the Unicron trilogy. Is it that bad? You see, some people really love it. Some people tell me that I need to watch it, but like for me, time is precious, and especially to sit down and watch 20-25 minute, episode cartoons and entire runs of them. What's this? Maybe there's a spot for it if you can on the day and I can spare the money. What I'll do is, Shori, I'll let you know. Have I got your private number? I'm not too sure. I know you've got me on the Discord, which we've got. Just have to let me know. Onslaught's come out. He won't come out until he's not out till July at the very earliest, August. And again, I'm waiting for him as well because I sent mine back weeks ago. I did a bit of a mod, but didn't really like it. See, yeah, he won't be out any. I can't see him coming out much earlier. Mine was still a test piece that I had to send off to. So I'm getting messages coming at the top on my Instagram. I'm getting messages coming on here. I'm getting messages on there. I'm trying to keep up with everything as usual. What was I going to say? Yeah, there's loads of things to look forward to. So there's UK Con, and as you've just said, sure, if we can get you in, we will do. There is obviously the main TF Nation. That's earlier this year. That's much better. The U Transforms list is short for A to Z. I'll see if Ultra Magnus is. It's got to be. I don't know who else is in U, to be fair. I can't remember my list's downstairs, but it's probably quite small. The question is, Darren, what should we do once we get to the end of it? Because I'm thinking, what do you guys think of this? I'm thinking of just instead of doing the A to Z, we'll do the 1 to 332 of UK Marvel comics, and I'll just put the cover and the back page on, and just do that as a short instead. Instead of doing the A to Z, it's just something that I think to do. When will we get Swindle? You guys will have to help me out with this because it's not. I think it's going to be about October. Um, no way, Guzzy. I've got one coming in as well. Funnily enough, where's your little figure? It's somewhere here. I'm sure your little Pathfinder's somewhere here. But yes, I've got put it safe. What was I saying then? Um, Swindle's not going to be here for ages. What, do you remember 2 years ago now when when they first revealed the Constructicons, and they did the video and they talked about it and they said that there's only going to be 3 waves a year now instead of 4. So I think they said what would it be? I think wasn't it April? No, it was March, July, and October, something like that, wasn't it? So I think it will be then. It will be ages and ages away. Retro's joined in, which is fantastic. Guzzy's in, which is fantastic. There's more people coming in. It's quiet tonight, guys, but it doesn't matter. There's just enough of us. What was I saying? Yeah, so it's ages away. As you say, the pre-orders aren't even live yet. No talk of them either, to be fair. Didn't notice TF1 and packs on pre-order on Pulse now. Have had that for ages, but I still not got around to doing the video of it. But because I don't know what, I'm just too far behind. I'll get that done tomorrow. To be fair, I will get that done tomorrow. Because I've got the rest of them, so I can bring them all out and put it on. Beast mode, it's okay. Robot mode is much better. I thought I had it in here, but I haven't. It's downstairs, in my work bag because I've took it in every day since. When did I get it? I brought it from the Transformer shop when I went 3 weeks ago. So that's how long I've had that for. But I haven't again. My pile of figures which I need to review is getting disgusting again, but I'll have to catch up. Hit the like. Thank you, Pete. You beat me to it. You beat me to it. Go on then, Pete. Might as well play the game. Which one's this? TF UK can't. Oh, it's just mainly the Saturday. There is a Friday night thing, but there's it's only small. I don't know how much more they're going to put on that. What do you think of the Cardbot figs now that you've had? Do you know what, Thundercracker? Well done, Pete. Nailed it first time. I think they're crazy. I think this guy here. This is the last one I've had to mess around with. This is mental, absolutely nuts. Um, but they're fun. They're a lot of fun. To be fair, not what I was expecting. Very basic, but also I liken them, and the reason why I like them is I liken them to a mix of very late on Generation 1 Japanese exclusives where they're basically, what's the word? So they're like huge fun play sets which you can put everything together. Yeah, I think we will do, to be fair. And then they're a mixture of like with G2 as well, because the colours, like some of the colours on these are just mental, aren't they? So, and they're very gimmick heavy. So again, they remind me very much of exactly that. So it basically from Generation 1 Japanese, like 93, probably to 96 to be fair. So that sort of period. G2 crazy colour vibes, easy basic transformations, but also great big crazy play sets and things that you can use and just join them all together. Um, Somebody mentioned about the boat. I've got the boat there. I've got another few, to be fair, which I haven't even opened just yet. But I've got to get around. And then there's a side builder back in the day. I believe it's a once. I've seen that. I've seen that. It's out Guzzy definitely, and in demand. I've got it on pre-order. Russ is on the committee. He'll get you in. Yeah, that's true. Um, it's Bayverse, it's Brandon who we keep missing. I managed to get a hold of him last month, Pete. He hasn't been he's moved in with his missus. That's why he's not been on many of these at all in ages, to be fair, but at least he's still alive. That's what's important. I think he already got it, Darren. Pete got it in one guess straight away. It's about There's a few messages up, but you guys are all welcome to play if you missed it. Brandon was in the TF this show. Oh, was he? Oh, perfect. Good. Um, Yes, you did tell me that oil master. I need to sell mine as well, which is crazy. She hasn't done the patio yet. Huh? What's that mean? She hasn't done the patio yet. I don't know what that means. Chucky. Um, no, I managed to speak to him privately the other day. I actually got through to him. I was like, "Look, are you alive? What are you playing at?" Because we've not heard from you in ages. But he's okay. You said he's. Oh, are you giving a reference to to Fred West? I would imagine that's what you were going for. Um, that's not very nice, Paul. That's funny though. I got it. Dramatic Capture Optimus and Jetfire. It's 150 on Hasbro. I paid 90 on Indom. Really? Is that the difference? I've got to order that actually because Aaron, who's not in the chat, he's reminding me. You just reminded me I need to pre-order one of them for him. Um, because I'm not going to keep it. So I'm going to buy one for him. I'm going to review it and send it to him. So thank you for reminding me. I need to do that. A RoboCop police car would be an interesting crossover. It'd have to be a 6000 SUX though, wouldn't it? It'd have to be one of them cars, not the police car. It would have to be the 6000 SUX. An Ed 209 would be interesting, but I don't know what it'd transform into. I wonder maybe they could do that. Was it Brookside? Mine was from Thingy, the one I just said anyway. It's got to be the SUX and everywhere. That's what you remember that film from. It's. I love that film. Funnily enough, it's still one of my absolute favourites because it's just and that can be on the TV and I can I'll just end up watching it. I never watched Brookside, so I didn't get that. But Brookside would have definitely copied it from Fred West anyway. Kit crossover, no brainer. Well, they've done car as well. Everybody said they should have done that because obviously, because Peter Cullen did the voice for the other one, didn't he? Peter Cullen did the voice for the other. So yeah, he definitely should. Uh, Scooby Doo. We've always had the mystery one. Yes, you see, we're to an eye. Dick Jones could have had an ED 200. Yeah, he could. See, I could talk about that film all day. Transformers 18 van with B.A. Baracus Mohawk. Whoa, that went fast. He did the first car episode. Definitely getting it in demand in that case. Talking about crossovers with Top Gun. Yes, the Top Gun one looks like Flintstones. I don't know how they do that one, but I'm sure they would. When I was speaking, I can't believe it was nearly a year ago already. So yeah, SDCC was July, wasn't it? Okay, so it was nearly a year ago. And he was saying, Nate was saying how different it is. Nate was saying that basically they used to have to go out and say, they had to pitch like for a crossover. Like ages and ages ago, that's what they did. They pitched for a crossover. Whereas nowadays, he says companies come to Hasbro. They want to do a crossover, so they are not short of supply, shall we say, or not short of yeah, exactly that. They've got loads of ideas. They just keep because companies come to them. I mean, I think the football's the craziest one. The football one, I can't think what they called it. I wonder if they do Thundercats because it's Thundercats. Which one's Thundercats? It's Thundercats Mattel as well, but they've done Hot Wheels, so there's no reason why they wouldn't do that. I can't think who Thundercats is. Obviously, Masters of the Universe is Mattel, and I think Hot Wheels was Mattel as well. But I think everybody will just end up collaborating with everybody, especially with its toys, because as we keep reading, as we know, LJN. Okay, cheers. See, I knew you guys know. What was I saying? Physical toys, the actual production of them, and again, I think it's crazy for kids. I think kids. I saw a story. That's the universe vehicles like trans. Yes, that would be great. I saw a story or I read an article that kids now leave toys, as in no mother longer want toys from the age of 6, which is crazy because all they want is screens and games. So I think all companies that make toys will just end up working together in the end because that's all they'll be. Because if the demand has crept down that low from people actually, kids physically wanting toys, um, we already know that the ones that we buy and anyone find posing Mr. Magnus is tricky. The pegs holding the cab pop out. If you're lucky enough to have it, Dave, we haven't got it at all. Mine, as I say, hasn't even been shipped. Get that nostalgia dollar. That's it. That's exactly what it is. We already know that. And again, this is stuff that Hasbro said, quite publicly. And I think it's a fact, isn't it? That most of the toys now are brought by adults. Do you sometimes buy Transformers lot just to get that one? Yes, definitely. I used to do that. Whoa, there we go. Anyone see the predicals every single next? Rusty, what do you think the chance of tip microscopes? I think we're seeing Hasbro makes. I don't think it depends. I can't see us getting a proper Valkyrie again. especially because they're making them themselves, aren't they? They're definitely making the Macross and the Valkyries. They're making them themselves. So whether or not they should do, because even the ones that they're making now, they're making the ones that look exactly the same as Jetfire was in G1. They're making different coloured versions of him. They've put the gear walk in. They're doing it all. I mean, they've been for sale for at least a year or so now, which is great. I want to attack track Dragon Walk from the He-Man back then. I remember that's when yeah, it's true, Simon. It definitely is true. As you say, because if you look at the Generations toy line, it's that was that was one of the biggest. I think Generations and Studio Series outsells like Authentics, Earthspark, and everything completely. Helix, for example, could be a crossover with another Hasbro IP. Easy Bake Oven, maybe Hasbro can do a Marks Pencil Club crossover. Much more. The licensed Valkyrie Jetfire we got. That's true, actually. That's the only one that we've got, and I think a lot of people didn't even realise that at all. I can't remember who I was talking to, and funny enough, it was some Hasbro people, and they couldn't believe it that we'd got a Jetfire, Funko Pop. I don't even know what that is, Guzzy. Some of the things that you guys talk about, I got to confess, I don't even know what that is. Tesaurus? Who was that? What's Tesserus or Tesaurus? Simpsons family card. They could do that. They could probably do the sofa as well. Let's be honest. UK collectors in. I'm really pleased you're in, Simon, because then we can. I was just going to say, funny enough, we were talking about UK Con, but great news, guys. Simon, who's everybody knows, UK Collector is going to be there, and he's going to be showing off his artwork. I've actually talked him into it, and he's going to be showing off to everybody, and you'll be able to get prints from him, and other things as well. He's going to be doing prints, and just showing off how good an artist he is. No, I didn't see the Pokemon. I'm not into Pokemon, but I can completely believe it. Um, a few of my friends, a few of my colleagues collect Pokemon. They were telling me that we're going back to it was before Christmas, and one of them had to get up at 5 a.m. Well, before 5 a.m., started queuing at 5 a.m. for the shop to open at 9. And all you could get then, when you got to the door at 9, you got a ticket to buy one box only when the stock came in. So he got up ridiculously early, went to the shop, stood outside the shop for 4 hours to get a ticket, not even to be able to buy the Pokemon just yet, just to be able to get a ticket, which is crazy. So yeah, if ever we think that we're mad in our collecting habits and in our fandom, I think Pokemon take the biscuit completely, don't they? Pokemon really do. That's nuts. I mean, the Stampede's obviously not good for anybody, but I don't want to sound facetious or anything, but I'm not surprised. The only VF1 Joey's getting a release. Yeah, they should do if they did a missing link Jetfire, which he pretty much nearly is. Let's be honest, the Jetfire is incredible. Sounds like the old Sneaker Days campaign out. Yeah, exactly. Now they do these stupid little waiting rooms online, don't they, Shuri? They do loads of crazy things. That's just exactly that. Saw them in that's Forbidden Planet. You mean Croydon all bribing staff with cash to get sold out pre-orders? Wow. Um, it's nuts, isn't it? It's, as I say, I've seen people go nuts for it on YouTube over Pokemon cards. It's madness. I'm surprised, and again, forgive me if I'm wrong, that there's not more counterfeits out there. That no company's just decided I'm going to make, because if they can, if companies can counterfeit money, surely they can counterfeit a Pokemon card, and then which is probably worth more than actual money. I've given loads of people an idea now, which I shouldn't be doing, but yeah, I'm sure they did. His head's would be a simple thing. Um, it's crazy that they don't. Pokemon is no garbage pail cards. No, I know that, but obviously, no, still no Swapticons in the UK, Darren, at all. None at all. You're on wave 5 in the US now, and there's none here. Um, yeah, poker. As I say, I've got a guy. I told you what he just did. He got up and queued for 6 hours, but it was just to get it. Well, 5 hours, then get a ticket. Just to get a ticket. Someone made a fan-made link from Twilight Princess that turns into a wolf with the Transformers One Sentinel Prime. That sounds interesting. I didn't see that. This month for me has just been so crazy busy. Simon, did you ever get those Transformers Bull Airs? I didn't. I nearly did. I saw them at SDCC, but I can't justify $300 for a pair of trainers. Because I think they were 250. Then by the time you've added all the tax on, It's nuts. Oh, he does. I thought he meant Simon Elvin then, but he doesn't. They weren't cheap, were they? Si? They were crazy prices, to be honest. They weren't good at all. And I'd wear them like I wear this and like I wear everything else. I'd definitely wear them. So for me, I would not ruin them, but it'd be one of them things. I want them suits are good though. Them new suits which I showed you in the videos. My actual trainers cost 180 a time. Yeah, but that's but you wear them and you I wouldn't wear mine at all. Like for them I'd want to keep all neat. And the trainers have gone up so much it's daft. It's fair enough the prices were crazy. Anything as you know, as Paul Chocky's just said, anything nowadays is crazy. Trainers for that price is mad. Um, but they always have been. They've gone up and up and up and up as they always do. Anyway, as soon as you get like an affiliate brand, like we've just said with the Transformers, they're going to put an extra zero on it in some cases, which isn't great. So yeah, prices have increased a lot. Again, I've got clients who work their daughter works at thingy. I spend enough on Generations Toys competition. True, it's very true. And the Mexican G1's more fragile compared to what we got. Yes, much more fragile. They're just right behind me actually. Genuinely never thought I'd own this one. Never ever in a million years thought I'd own this. That's why I wouldn't transform it on the video. Um, to be fair, it's crazy that I managed to find the other one. As I say, this one's scarce. He's scarce. What series planned for you next? I'll tell you in 2 seconds, but that is even crazier. So what I think I'm going to do, what deco would you say would be the whacked one used if they released? I think they'd go with the cartoon, wouldn't they? I think they'd go with the cartoon. Um, so Quintin, what I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to go to the G1 comics, and I think I'm just going to put so the G1 Marvel UK G1 comics 1 to 100 1 to 332. So that'll take a whole year then, and I'll put the front and the back cover, just 2 pictures as a short, and pop that up. To be fair, I think that's what I'm going to do. I think because most people outside of the UK don't realise that we had 332 issues, especially considering there was only how many was in the US? Was it 86, 82 or something like that? I can't think. I don't think there was many in the US at all. I know that their run is much, much shorter than ours. Um, Definitely, I'm going pink and white. So I think that the Lince hover from Peru. No, it's the 80 US. 80, there you go. So there was 80 in the US. So we had 332 in the UK, which is insane. So to be able to do that is, yeah, I think again, just to show people as well. No, Guzzy, it's the other, the much, much rarer puffer. There's two puffers. There's a Mexican, and the first one, as I say, was which I managed to get a few years ago, is the one with the white body. And as I say, this one, which somebody found for me literally out in the wild, somebody sent me a message, said, I've just seen this. Have you got it? I was like, no. And he picked it up for me for a ridiculous price. And this is the even rarer one where he's all blue. He's all blue, completely all blue, but it's still Mexican. And yeah, he's definitely more fragile than the others, to be honest. UK comics to the end. So I've been selling loads of my doubles actually, the UK comics. That's what I've been doing today, listing a load of figures, listing a load of comics. Um, and the red colouring of Hot Rod. What we're going on with Shuri. The comics were good though. I like the fact that they were so different to the cartoons. And I love the fact that Simon Furman again. He'll be at UK Con. He's just such a great guy to talk to about everything, and he keeps it going. Obviously, he's still doing stuff. He's doing the Battersea one. He's doing loads of things here and there. And the comics now are the ones that I had them. They're so old. It's nuts. All of it's so old. We're all so old. It's nuts. The Proto one. Yeah, was just mucking around with this one. You gonna upgrade to the masterpiece one as well then? I never watched the cartoons as a kid. Comics were my Transformers. There's something I wish I could tell you, but I can't. But I don't know if I can or can't. But I don't want to spoil it if I'm not allowed to tell you regarding the movie and stuff. But all will come. What was your favourite story in line with the OG comics? Target 2006, and that's really basic and obvious. Toys are great. The He-Man bootlegs, which shut it. We're all young and vibrant. That's true, actually. That's completely true. Target 2006 was good. That's one of my absolute favourites. Um, but what was the one again where it was basically the same as that, where they started off with the Junkians and they were rebuilding Unicron? I can't think which one that was called. Where they were literally, but again, it started off. I don't know actually. Time Wars. Thank you, Fungboy. That's the one. That's the one. I really like that one as well. To be fair, that again, it's stuck in my head. No, it's right. Legacy of Unicron. But Target 2006 is probably my favourite, just because it's got everything in it. Everything in it. I'll have a look in the cartoons, not the cartoons and the comics, but that's my favourite. As I say, you find out. Oh, I've just knocked everything over. I just remember the Junkians were rebuilding Unicron. That was a really good story as well. Um, but yeah, anything with Death's Head. And do you know what? I'm not a huge fan of Death's Head. Really wasn't. It's weird because like I was one of these people who was like, that's probably why I didn't like Action Force and I didn't like other things. What's your favorite Marvel cover and why is it Until All Are Dead? Unfortunately, mine is one of them with Scorponok on, and it's purely because it's Scorponok. Not, but Till All Are Dead is great. I'm only sticking with Missing Link unless you or Pete have some MP figures for sale that I want. Pokemon cards, scalping is insane. Yes, and now on here. Where are we going on there? Can't think. Yeah, people love Death's Head. Like I've got a few friends who absolutely love him. I know Simon never intended it there. It's not really that problematic, of course. It's just how things have changed, how the language has changed, all that sort of stuff. But no, I never really wanted him. Um, and I didn't like the fact that he was able to like beat Transformers, if you know what I mean. That didn't make me good. That didn't make. That's a great cover. 117. That's a good cover. But mine would be one with. Do you know what? I actually like the Headmasters one as well. Just when it just got all four of them lined up doing that. That's a good cover. Um, there's quite a few. There's too many, so that's definitely what I'm going to do. Um, Circuit Breaker. She was a pain in the bum as well, wasn't she? To be fair, she came in really early on. I think it was issue 35 that she sort of appeared. Josie, whatever her name was. But yeah, so that's what I'm going to be doing when the A to Z runs out. I'm just going to put issue one, front and back cover. Do you think we're missing Link of Grant? No, not at all. Not at all. I think it's going to be, it was supposed to be, ah, I don't even, I still think it's going to be a few years till we actually get a mainline one. And I don't know how they do a missing link one because it is just a plastic brick. Whereas at least with the ones that they're doing now, they're doing, Diaclone figures, aren't they? So the Diaclone figures at least have limbs. So I don't. I would love it. Don't get me wrong, but I can't see it happening at all. My boy got a rare card today. Totally random at places like Smiths are sold out from day one. No way. So if you get a really rare one, Fung Boy, would you sell it or would you keep it? Mine's in the ugly pictures by David Cousins on my TF scatter wall. I remember that. Do you know what else I really remember really super vividly? There's two other covers that stick in my mind super vividly. I think one is issue 97, which is got the Predacons all in beast modes, attacking, just jumping. I'm sure that's number 97. And then the other one is issue 50, which is Grimlock. Who's he battling with? He's battling with somebody in the ice. Um, Maybe he's battling with Sludge, one of the Dinobots. I didn't like Death's Head either, Simon. I'm glad you joined me. Tell him, my boy, keeping it. Okay. They're the two covers that from as a child, I don't know why, they just sort of stick in my head really, really, really vividly. I think because A, I love the Dinobots. Um, I'll keep hold of. What was I saying? Yeah, because the Dinobots as a kid, I loved them, and then I think the Predacons as well just intrigued me just as much. Yeah, Dinobot Hunt storyline, issue 50, Grimlock battling somebody in the ice. I think he might be battling another Dinobot, to be fair. How far will Missing Link go? Would love to see it all. We got beyond 87. I don't know, retro, honestly, I don't know. I think, let's be honest, it's making them silly, silly money. So I think it will be 22 all are dead, and let's party. Trips car, flowers, trips car. Hey Ross, sorry I missed you at Manchester, Andy Tate. No way. It's all right, buddy. Nice to have you on here as well. Again, Brandon's going to be gutted that you're not on here right now. Um, Yes, thank you for jumping in. It was a good day, actually, Andy. It was a good day. It was quite busy. In fact, it was sold out, obviously. So there was more tickets on the door. Um, but as you know, just what conventions are about, just a place to chill and speak to everybody, which is fun. We were just talking about, yeah, we were talking about comic covers. What's your favourite from your memory, if any, of the Marvel UK comics? Want them to yeah, and we're talking about Missing Link, and I think Takara will keep making them all. To be fair, I definitely do, and I think we'll just get the craziest. I think they'll go through all the color schemes. I think as soon as we get Time Wars covers are brilliant. Yeah, I think as soon as we get, even if we get a Trailbreaker, look, there's five. They're straight away, because of course we'll get all the other different colors. Issue 200, the double sided. Issue 100, the fold out. Issue 150, the fold out as well. It's a brilliant cover. Um, Showing more on my new Transformers artwork soon. Good. Are there compendium books the US only run or the UK comics? Right. So the thing with the which one? Let me answer that. So Thundercracker, the things with the compendiums, there's about four different versions now already. The ones that I've got, you can actually get separate now. You can get the US ones and the UK ones, um, which is nuts. Or you can just get them all in, I suppose, chronological order, how they all fit in. But there's so many different colours on them as well, which is great. It's right, there's loads of messages coming up on my thing above there. I can't reply to them though because I'm chatting to you. I'll reply to them all in a minute. What was I saying then? I completely lost it. He's just put me off because we've just Frederick Pham Chung. Everybody knows him. Who designed the Battersea Titan and the artwork for Skybound. He's just started following a couple of the things that I've put, and someone's put who's he, and that's the other conversation going on in a different chat room. But it's great to have him on there. Yeah, Missing Link definitely. I mean, look, we all want Megatron. We all want Soundwave. We get a Soundwave, we get a Sound Blaster. We then probably get a toy deco as well. In fact, we do get a toy deco. Um, and then, as I say, they still owe us a. I've got Fred's artwork book. It's amazing. Target 2006 is one of my favourite stories, along with already, which I looked today. It's 12 issues. No, it's 11 issues. Target 2006. They're full of them. Yeah, Galvatron standing over everybody, which is a brilliant cover, as the logo. Does anybody in the chat know the some of you definitely will, but it's a funny. If you don't know this story, I'm going to tell you it anyway. Um, so, does anybody know Bumble Jumper? The guy, his real name's Ed. He does a bit of a YouTube as well. He used to do quite a bit of it, but he hasn't done it in ages. So Ed Bumble Jumper is in issue 332. One of his letters he wrote in. And the gutting thing for him is, if you remember when you write into the Marvel UK comic, for every letter that got published, you used to get a toy, didn't you? And of course, yeah, Bumble Jumper is ace. So his letter made it into the very last issue, so they didn't send him a toy, which is a bit sad to be fair, but he still got his letter in the very last issue. So yeah, that's his mini claim to fame with a little bit of it's like, I suppose it's like an Alanis Morissette song, isn't it? Isn't it ironic that he got it in there? He drew Unicron. That's it. It was his picture. He drew Unicron. If I had them here, I'd grab it for you and show you. So he genuinely, when he was a kid, he drew a picture of Unicron, sent it in. It got published in the very last issue, so he didn't get sent a toy. I don't know why I'm laughing because it's mean, but yeah, it's a true story. There you go. Poor old Bumble Jumper. You've got Nemesis Prime. What more do you want? Yeah, he's right. We do need some more Decepticons. I think we discussed this. I think it was the last one. Obviously, off the top of your heads, Seeker wise, if they do a Missing Link Seeker, I think we're talking 10 before we get anywhere, before we even start to have to think, to be honest. And that's, of course, because you've got 6 normal. Then you've got Ghost Starscream, Black Starscream, Sunstorm, Acid Storm, everybody. Yeah, could have sent him a wheelie. Could sell a generic truck stop as a display base. Did you send a letter? I didn't actually. I don't know why I didn't. I get asked that all the time. I didn't send a letter at all. Do you know what I should do? I should probably do a feature because they had this thing, Thundercracker. I don't know. It was really weird. It was called Swap Shop. It wasn't weird. It was for people who were completely delusional. So what it did, it gave you a chance come with a swappable cassette mandor. Oh, that's a good idea. It gives you obviously basically give you an opportunity to swap your figures, but they were ridiculous. They were stupid things like I'll swap you my Air Raid figure for a Soundwave with all four of his cassettes, or they were that insane that I think I should actually do a feature on them because they were so funny. Used to look at him and think nobody's going to do that. He isn't even a G1 character. Plus, he has a C numbering, so he's not technically a Decepticon. Very true, Pete. Very true. Pete's still really annoyed that Nemesis Prime's the first thing you want. Missing Link Blaster would be good. Can they do that though? Do they own the rights to Blaster? Correct me if yes, of course they do, because they've just done the reissues, haven't they? They did the reissues, and they did the Studio Series 8, sorry, they did the cartoon deco. So yeah, they do. I know, as I say, I know there's a few of them they just managed to get back. But yeah, Blast would be really interesting. And like you said, they could stick a little MP radio in it, no problem, couldn't they? MP3 radio, no problem. Or at least a little receiver, I don't know. But they should do. Yes, they are doing MPG Twincast. Yeah, of course. But that's master. They gave Nemesis a C number. Did they? I didn't even notice that, Pete. I didn't even notice that. Mine, as I say, hasn't arrived yet, so I haven't had a chance to review it. I can't wait for it because I love the colour of the roller. The roller in it's that amazing. Is it like a metallic teal? I don't know what colour it is, but it's going to be good. They reissue Sentinel and Cartoon Prime Missing Link again. Oh yeah, C01N. N for Nemesis, obviously. They didn't. Where's Chucky gone? Cartoon Prime. They definitely have done at least already. Teal. There you go. Teal. um, me too, Fung Boy. I hope one of these days we get a new Octo Punch. I really, really want a proper Pretender. Do you often remove the batteries from your Transformers you have that have it depends. So those hoodie sizes run yeah, really big, really big. 4XL they run up to. Definitely. I was in the shop not so long ago, and funnily enough, and again he's not in the chat. And funnily enough, here we go. This guy's definitely not in the chat, but I sent BMAC a 4XL hoodie. So yes, you definitely there is they go up to 4XL for a definite. Do you have to remove the batteries? No, I don't, to be fair, but I think that's because a lot of the figures that I've got, like all the movie figures which did have the batteries, I've sold on now. So, but they did have the batteries in them. So no, I wouldn't do that. No, don't. Any of the no, there's nothing new with batteries. Actually, tell a lie. No, even my Metroplex hasn't got them in. The Thrilling 31. But no, they're all movie figures that had the batteries in, so I sold them on. So I haven't got them. But yeah, for obvious reasons, you do need to take them out. I'm still mucking around with it, and if everybody wonders what I'm doing, I'm just messing around with this figure here. No, you shouldn't keep your batteries in. But yeah, what we were saying with the missing links, I didn't even notice that with the load of my old SW ships have corroded battery. Oh no, that's a shame. Sealed original Hasbro Masterpiece Primes batteries. Which one's that? Which I was at the MP43 one. Is it 43 you're on about? I don't know which ones. I don't know which ones came sealed in. Again, masterpieces I brought and opened and played around with and then sent off. Are there any plans in the future for any Titans Return Overlord to be reissued? Do you mean? I think you mean to be reissued, Andy. I don't know. To be fair, I know that I'm gutted at the price of RC missing has gone up so much. There was a bit of talk about him getting a proper like Titan class version. 2XL is the largest on the website. I might have to send them an email. I'll Crackles. I tell you what, send me a message privately because you've got my Discord, you've got my thing, and when I go down, what I'll do is I'll buy them, and then if I probably ship to you, it might be cheaper to be fair. So you're a channel member, so that's one of your perks, pal. I can do that, no problem for you whatsoever. Send me a private message. I'll buy them for myself, and then obviously just send it to you, and you just send me the money. Right, what's going on here? Display one. Don't remember the light chest. Talking of batteries of the corner, so it's crazy. What was the RC? Yeah, she's gone up loads. She's gone up loads already, and that's not that's because they've reissued it. That's because they've rebuilt them. They're not ones that people have found because they're making them again. So yeah, going back to the Overlord. And you need to talk about future pretenders. I wish there was. Had to step back. Did I miss? No, that would be awesome. No problem at all, Crackles. Least I can do. What was we talking about? I was talking about thingy with Andy Overlord. Giving him a proper figure. because I think the Titans return is Metroplex Titan Retail or Gaslab. What's that mean? Metroplex Titan Retail or HasLab? The Metroplex. There isn't a HasLab Metroplex. It was the Thrilling 31. I was just looking at him up there. I'm looking at all my Titans. I don't think the Takara Brave Maximus had one in either. I'm not too sure. Not Brave Maximus, Grand Maximus. I haven't got a Brave Maximus. I need to check that though. See, it has got batteries. Whoa, there they go. Well, they call it Overlord Gigatron or Gigatron. What's Gigatron? I'm trying to think what Gigatron is. What's Gigatron got to do with Overlord? What am I missing here now? Was the Gigatron the Japanese name or something? Because it's ringing a bell. Changing the way they're messing me up a bit. This is something cheaper. Do you have Studio Series Orion Pax? Yes. Yes, he's been a bit. If you mean, Orion Pax, no, I don't. Sorry, the new one. I'm getting mixed up. There's too many. I thought you meant Alpha Triad. The new one with the drill bit. I haven't got him yet. He's nowhere in the UK. Unfortunately, no, he's not anywhere. I think. Did you ask me about that before? I can't think. I think Lazy King's asked me a few other questions. Us in the UK at the moment, everything's flipped. We're last for everything. At the moment, I haven't. I know we only got 86 Thundercracker in the last week or so, didn't we, guys? He wasn't before they released the name Overlord in the US. They called him Gigatron in the early 2000s. I thought so, but I wasn't sure. Does anyone know how much could potentially sell Encore 2000? Not much, buddy. There's too many of them. Packs has just gone off. Oh, there you go. Just gone off for pre-orders on Pulse. There's too many sound waves. I think so. Is that the one in the silver box, Shuri? I'm looking at Missing Link RC right now. I really can't decide if I think of the toy version. I'll be the best version of it. Dude, is this you? Yes, that's definitely Guzzy. I did a thingy. What's it called? I did a toy hunt there, so he's Nemesis is definitely in there. But yeah, we're way behind again. Thundercracker in my Smith today was cleared out. Was he? Haven't been to mine. I'll do another toy hunt this Thursday coming, just to see what that is. I really need a wiki era and a Cade era prime. Paul Chucky, cheers. Hi. Hello, Plunger Gamer. So I'm trying to keep up with everybody. Did you hear about Bandai making a Missing Link Macross Valkyrie? I think I don't know if it's Missing Link, but I know that they've already released some new ones anyway. I'll be back at Battersea once the 9 kids are back at the school again. I'll be there in 2 weeks. I need to speak to Fungboy. You're online. I'll be there in 2 weeks. I'm not going to be at the Greg Berger event. I can't go. So I'll take your Soundwave in for that day, or I'll post it to you, whatever you want. Should I pre-order the G2 Menace, or do you think the price will go down? No, not at all. I don't think it'll go down. Where are you? Chance Barnes. Chance Barnes, where are you? Are you in the US? I don't think it'll go down. I think it'll just keep going up. Displays are pretty good now, as you've seen. Do you have Action Edition 04 Optimus Prime blockies? No, that's the what's it called? That's the Orion Pax, isn't it? That's the TF1 one. I didn't get that one. That's the only one I've not got. I got the translucent Megatron. I got the new Sentinel Prime, which is amazing. I got the Blitzwing as well. Okay, what we'll do is we'll arrange a day when I go down next. I'll tell you when I go down next. I've not got the Orion Pax though. I didn't really go for that. Run out of space. And I got the Blitzwing as well, and the new Bumblebee. But the new Blitzwing's amazing from the Bumblebee movie. Will Trump tariffs US prices are now on par with UK prices for Takara? No worries. We'll agree a date, buddy. I'll take it down for you. But I was hoping to get down, but it's my youngest's birthday, so just no way. I have a signed you on tracks from the gentleman who voiced. That's a perfect one. That's a great thing to keep. Just left a toy at McDonald's. That's cool. Who put that there? A friend of mine just left a toy. I love it when people do that. I actually was lucky enough to win. Well, actually, it was gifted to me. I didn't win it, but it was gifted to me. I've got a Orion Pax, Optimus, signed by Chris Hemsworth, which I got last year, which is great. UK price is cheap in the US. Really, I was at Battersea recently too. No way, Retro. You were there last Friday. It's full, isn't it now? Andy Tate, you need to get down there, mate. You need to go and have a look at Battersea Power Station. I don't know if you've been there yet. Anybody in the UK who's not been, as you've seen by the multiple videos that I do there, it's incredible now. It's nuts. And especially now they've got Takara, it's mad. It's April the 14th, pre-orders for Wave 3. That's what 14th Prime said. Does that mean for Wave? Does that mean for Swindle? The Blockies cars are awesome. Yes, I've got the rest of Wave 2 here actually. See, I took these into work. So I could do. Someone said hello then. You know, the Cardbot from Gimmicks. Only a little bit. See, I've got Overlord here ready to do the video on how you combine these. But I've still not got around to doing it. But the crazy thing is, we've only just got these. And then Wave 3's announced. Wave 3's announced with pictures and everything. If you spend over 30, it seems around £100. So I need to do a video on where you take these apart and combine these. Because these are nuts as well. Yeah, see, I've only just got around to finishing season 1. Season 2 and 3's already been, and Galaxy version 010 is cool. So Galaxy version 10. I'd like to see your collection, Andy, actually. Be interesting to see what you've got. Enjoying the line on. That's good. Darren, it's okay, pal. You don't need, if you're not feeling well, just chill. You don't need to jump in and reply to everything like you used to. We're all just it's quieter tonight anyhow. It's much quieter. It's a question of money and time. That's true, buddy. To be fair, I get to go down once a month, but like I'll do what I've just said I'm going to do for Crackles. So there's like what I'll do is I'll get a list of stuff from people. So when I go down there, it's not just for me, it's for everybody else. And then I just end up shipping it all out here around the world, which I love doing that actually because it makes me think, it makes me feel happy for the people. Like I'm giving them something back. So yeah, I've shipped out quite a bit of stuff recently. I picked up another bomber jacket for somebody, hat and scarf for somebody else. Yeah, the storm's name is Dave. It's really windy where we are. What's it like up north, Andy? It's always worse up there. That's the song. It's grim up north. But the wind here is terrible. We had to move everything around in the back garden, out of the way, for obvious reasons. 3 more minutes till the wheel, by the way, guys. Just noticed. Um, yeah, so the storm's terrible. The oppo suits anyone taking a punt. I don't know, to be fair. It looks great. Summer weather up north, behave. Is it Dave or is it really Rodney? The suit that I wore is brilliant. I think it's £100. The storm's around Rodney only falls in horses. Rodney. I think it's about £100, which isn't too bad really. Showmel Cobalt Blue Cop is police famous in English. They all blue cop. That's it. I haven't seen them either, to be fair. Somebody sent me loads of links to watch them all, but I haven't got time to watch them all. I follow you on TikTok. I will take some pictures and send them over. Great stuff, buddy. Yeah, please do. Great stuff. I mean, I've mucked around with. Obviously, you've seen some of the card bots. I've got 3 more there. Which I can sort of show you. Just a second. I don't mind the summer shirts on. It's really windy down here. And again, my in-laws who live in Glossop, Shaw, and Diggle, all up in Greater Manchester, up around about Oldham, they all came down on Thursday, and they all said it's not been the greatest up there at the moment, for obvious reasons. But this has been a rubbish spring. Do you have blockies? Actually, no. You've already asked that. I don't. I'm not. I'm not interested in that one. It's the only one I didn't want because it's the Transformers one, isn't it? Um, Lazy King. Is it the Transformers one? You mean? I think it is because that's why I didn't go for it. I got too much Transformers 1 stuff and I need to keep it up. Signal connection. Sound waves in. Christmas Horror Pursuit. They are an amazing price. The Move Michael comes out theatres at the end of this month. Did I say in the news? Greetings, all humans. Has caused a bit of a contention on much. Yeah, it always does that. You can't win, can you? You can't win with the thing. Everybody who I've seen though, and in the chat I've been speaking to, you still haven't seen it. I think the G2 Menosaur is amazing, and it's so different to the Hasbro one. So it's like, and people are moaning that they've reissued figures. They always do it. Everybody always does it. I suppose the way you could look at it as well is if you look at the dramatic capture sets. The dramatic capture sets are the definitive versions of the others. So everybody knows that they're going to make a better version. So why don't you just, as I say, you buy the Takara gift set and then you have the others in robot mode or you sell them on. And I think in a way it's slightly better because the most expensive one would have been Motormaster. So you haven't got to shell out Motormaster Commander now, it's got to be what, 110 quid, something like that. Also, that's we got the hacked this week in America. Was it the Decepticons? Um, I did hear they got hacked as well, to be fair. Somebody told me. Somebody sent me a message. Right, let me get this out of here without it falling down because it is 11 p.m. Everybody just keep chatting as normal. We'll crack on. This is just as a little thank you to, of course, all of you. What's the word I'm on about? All of you channel members. That's all the guys with the disc at the end of their name. I really appreciate your support, as I say. So thank you very much for that. And you are in the draw now to win a deluxe figure of your choice. So let's see who wins it. Everybody's on there. All 47 of you. I wonder if Fungboy's going to get a resurgence. Who's it saying? I think he's actually in the chat. Is he in the chat? Prowl 1978, that's got to be, isn't it? Who's Prowl 1978? 12. If you're in the chat, message me on Discord and I will, of course, send you the money. There you are. Perfect. Message me on Discord and I'll send you some money via whatever it is. PayPal if you've got it, to get you to get you a deluxe figure that you choose. I love the fact that he's in the chat. That makes it much, much easier. Do you think Hasbro will come out with alt animation error versions of G1? Do you know what? That is such a brilliant question. And it's something I've never thought about, but I really wish they do now you've said that. I hope they do, because that would be amazing. I suppose you could have the difference between it makes it easy for me as well, because people who aren't, I then have to chase them down and find out where they are, as in try and get hold of them, which is sometimes if they're in a different country, it's really quite difficult. Maybe I should change the small print to that. You only win it if you're in the chat. Anyway, what was I saying? The animation errors would be perfect. Color shift Hot Wheels still want the green and black Shockwave from the Five Faces of Darkness. Yeah, and I think we're gonna get. I'm pretty sure that we are going to get the purple, whatever it is, Soundwave, aren't we? The comic edition. I'm sure that's coming as well. British Tattoo, who's brought is going by the. There you go, cracking. Got you, buddy. Just sent me a message. See, all the messages are coming through at once. What do you think the HasLab is going to be this year? Good question. Got to be in it to win it. That's a good point, actually. I should do that. You were in it, Alan. You were at the top. As I say, you were in there because I think you're the latest. Thank you very much, member, to join. So yeah, you were at the top. So thank you very much. Appreciate that. You were at the top of the list, but unfortunately didn't get it this time. Dinobots Blue Optimus, yes. SOS Dinobots Blue Optimus. We know that we're definitely going to get my disc run out on the 11th. I need to upgrade my payment type. Oh, it's okay. Need to update my payment type. I hope it's Metroplex. I don't know what it's going to be. Yellow Cliff is cartoon error. Let me think. HasLab. I don't know. Yeah, maybe next time. That's it. You never know. Pete, who's in the chat. Did you win it once, Pete? I don't think you've won it yet. I can't remember. Or did you win it once? Right, it was really funny. Fung Boy joined it and he won 2 months in a row. And from winning it, it was nuts. A figure that's never been done, figure wise. A Decepticon from that G1 episode. Which one's the Decepticon? Big, easy. Oh, there you go. You see. Thank you for coming back. I feel like I opened a portal. HasLab will be a Bayverse toy. All I want is a yellow scrounge. Yes, that's all we want. First time for me. Yeah, Pete won once. Was same here. New members joined. Honestly, I really appreciate it. It's because, as I say, especially because that's why I said I don't mind getting figures for people. Because what I never wanted to do, and it's for people like Darren, for people who are in the chat, I don't want to put things up, where just because you have to be a member, you get to watch it or you get early access. I didn't want to do that. So anybody who does actually do the membership, it's just my little way of giving back, which I really appreciate. Thank you very much. For once, didn't get a prize. You made me look bad there, but you know why? Did I not give you? Did we not give you some oldie figures? I can't remember. What did you say? I feel bad now. You stitched me up. I can't remember what we did. Oh, I can't remember what you said. Do I owe you an oldie figure? Please tell me if I do, because I'll just sort it out, obviously. See, you got me feeling bad now, Pete. Pete, by the way, is a massive wind-up merchant for everybody else who's watching. You owe me one a few months ago. Your room. Thanks, Fungboy. That's the episode C change. Just tell him it was in the last edition. There, thank you. There you go. Maybe Hasbro is watching this and we'll come up with a new line of figures. Um, you're not the first, Pete. A couple of people have been very, very generous and said exactly the same as you. No, honestly, Pete, again, I've got to take my hat off to him. I'm not even wearing it. My hair's a mess. But somebody as well, at least two other people have just said, they've said no because I support you. I'd rather you put it in to what you do. So as I say, so that's very kind of you. But no, I do send them out, definitely. Fungboy will back me up. Fungboy's had two off me. There's only one Hot Wheels tracks. Yes, there is. I've got a couple of them actually. I picked, if anybody needs one, I just found the stream. Why are we talking about this? I don't know, Duke. You know you love it. At least you still have hair. Yeah, my head's full of hair, to be fair. Welcome to the game, Big E. Gang Big has only to make a G1 Dinobots that combine. No, no, Andy, I don't think that. Not G1 Dinobots. It's weird. I've got this weird thing with combining Dinobots. If it's G1, no. If it's anything but G1, then yes. It sounds it's completely backwards, but I think it's just because in my head they never did. Um, but it's really weird, and I've said this loads of times as well. Obviously, I play the game Earth Wars, and I love Volcanicus. It's amazing. Do you want to? So there you go. This is going to start a good discussion. Like I said, if anything else, they can combine as much as they want. Someone else says that they do not combine. I've seen some amazing third-party fully combined Volcanicuses. Oh, see, Darren Lee, I'm for it, and I've been showing mate since I was 19. It has like three of them have been the Japanese Transformers. Primus would be the perfect. Yeah, but that would be a big step up. Did you send you have a new member? Yes, I did. It was Big Easy. He's just rejoined, which is perfect. I think that's what he was saying before. He said he's had to set it back up, so he's rejoined now. So that's very kind of him to come back in. Um, what's your favorite Transformers Hot Wheels? Um, don't fall over. Trax is going to fall over. This one. This one. This one is my favorite because it's just beautiful. Just yeah, crazy, crazy nice. All die cast. Completely. Yeah. And it wasn't cheap, but I don't care. I love it. It's beautiful. I don't think Hasbro would do Road Caesar as has. That's what I think it is. I don't know why I think it is. I genuinely think it's Road Caesar. Um, and I don't know why. I think the Nemesis Prime Hot Wheels is better. That one. That one. That one's the Nemesis. I like it as well, actually. In fact, let's get him in robot mode. Let's get him in robot mode as well. I don't know why I've got this feeling. I think just because they seem to be doing, and in fact, they don't seem to be doing, they are doing, it's really obvious. They're doing loads and loads of victory. They're doing loads and loads of victory. So, yeah, that's what I mean, Simon. It's exactly that. It's like, it's selling. So it's something that's working. So because it's working, that's saying in it, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So every single one they've done is hit, it's sold. It's made, whatever the words I'm after. There's a custom dual number, nearly 2 times. There's quite a few, to be fair, Andy. There is quite a few. A few people made some parts as well, as you say, and managed to combine the actual G1 Dinobots to get my logos in hand. I did get a set, but he isn't here yet. I cannot wait for that. Yeah, everything they've done is just sold out. Yeah, Nemesis, you're right, Fungboy. Nemesis is beautiful with the red on it as well. I wonder how many more they'll do with these, to be fair. Road Caesar would, yeah, you'd think so, because I think they'd probably go with like leader class figures, wouldn't they? Leader class figures, same as me, no combine the dino. Leader class figures, and then you'd hope as well that they'd give a load of, maybe they do another set of, I can't think. You can add unicorn to the. I have an announcement to make in the next episode for this channel. It's called Race of Destruction. Very good, nice one, Soundwave. Yeah, I don't know. I would love for it to be Landcross. I'd love for it to be Landcross, because do you prefer open shelves to closed glass display cabinets? I've got a complete mix of both. If I'm being super honest, Quinton. Behind me's some open, but they're closed off because I'm a review station. The ones in front, I've got a mix of it all. It depends. It depends on what I'm putting in there. So I think they both serve their purpose. Problem with Hot Wheels Transformers was the scalping in the first 5 minutes. What's your favorite Transformers G1 character? Ooh, it's still probably Scorponok. I don't know what. Again, I do know what it is with Scorponok. I've told loads of people. I just got the best memories of being a kid of loving Scorponok. From the toy to, yeah, just the toy. Discovered Landcross later. Would not have loved that figure back then. Landcross, if Landcross was the HasLab, that'd make my year. Do you think they're going to re-release 86? Not yes, they're going to. They will do, and that's not because they've told me. That's because they pretty much they will. In fact, wasn't it on the list? It's on the list. It's yes, he's coming out with Astro Train. When Astro Train comes out, he's you can pre-order him now. Who's asked that? Chance, you can pre-order it now. I'd get him pre-ordered, mate, before he sells out. He's listed. There you go. Fung Boys just confirmed that he's available for pre-order already. So yeah, please, yeah, don't miss out. The new packaging design. Don't miss out on that. He's definitely up already. I think the only ones that they haven't got around to doing yet is I'm going to say it. Sorry, Slag, and Swoop, isn't it? Because with Grimlock came with the wave of figures that I did at TF Nation. Scorponok wasn't getting him in the 80s along with Mexplex. Yes, exactly. Honestly, Alan, my Scorponok memories, my mum will tell you, just wouldn't put him down. Just literally wouldn't put him down. And it's just ingrained so much onto me. And then yeah, I loved it. I still love it now. It's really nice. Um, I dropped 300 on a seal to buy the exclusive Rainmakers 3 pack. Is it sealed? Oh, never. I sold them. I sold them individually last year. Is that the Sunstorm pack? The Sunstorm, Hot Link, and the other one. Scorponok's one of the best G1s ever. Scorponok's. To be honest, I don't really. If you're talking about if you're talking about original vintage Scorponok's, I've got a boxed complete Hasbro one, a boxed complete Italian jig one, um, and then just another loose one. I was going to get the Takara one, but the problem I've got at the moment is A, the storage, B, do I really need a third box Scorponok, and C, the fact that he's been copied, it's really like and yeah, KO'd a couple of times, and with the fact that the Japanese websites that I look at, it's really hard to decipher between the two. Can't beat Scorponok, Andy. Honestly, you can't beat him. He's amazing. One of mine's just up there right now. And I've even got the Cyberworld one. In fact, what I'll do next time is I'll show you the nice note that somebody sent me. The Titan Earthrise one is right here, right in front of me as well, which is great. Which Transformers toy line would consider to be generation? That's a really good question. Um, Yes, I was gonna actually mention that. Yes, you need Takara. I knew you'd say that, Pete. Yes, I do need Takara box. Yeah, new it for you new age fans. Shows E's just dropped a complete reissue of half of their stuff. In YouTube, in logo, another cars from Pixar cars. They all become Transformers. That would be good. Transformers 3, Generation 3. I don't know. Let me have a think. For school, so I called I call him Slug. I'll call Twitter X before. That's funny. I don't know. Again, I haven't really watched many of the many of the cartoons. But could I be just be like really lazy and just say victory? Victory can be like Generation 3 because in the mainstream he wasn't that. Yes, he was. Yes, he is. In the mainstream, he wasn't. What's the word? Victory wasn't mainstream, wasn't it? Lots of people are only now, funnily enough, knowing what Victory is because of HasLabs and because of a few things. What I would love is for everybody to know exactly what Victory is. So I'm going to be really just easy and just say, yeah, let's put Victory up instead. Everybody says that because I think there's quite a few nods, isn't there? There's a huge lot of nods to it, to the fact that it's heading off. Night, Pete. No, night, Paul. Sorry. I'll speak to you next time I'm down in the shop. It means multi. That's what I said. The thing is, Simon, the reason why they called it him, and again, it's because he breathed fire. He melted metal with his thingy. So that's exactly what he did. That's why they called him Slag, because of his special powers was to breathe fire. Transformers in the shorts. I could do. I perhaps should do, to be fair, because I think there's maybe one or two I'm missing. Operation Optimus Prime, April. Yeah, that was brilliant. I loved that. That was such a clever idea from them. Sam's Formers is in. Sam, I saw your messages. I've been live since 10, so I couldn't reply to any of them. It's so cool that Fredericks joined, or sorry, follows TFUK Con. I was speaking to him loads about it when me and him had dinner at the last TF Nation, but I couldn't reply to you because I was doing this. But now I've replied to you, so there you go. We don't know what Slag's private life is like. That's very true. Crackles. It's not true though. It's because he breathes fire, molten, and he melts molten metal, which is of course the true meaning of his name, which is great. Yeah, there you go. It still makes me laugh. The worst was the Americans, though, and I don't even know if I can say it because that one which they called Override. I'll remove each car, Christine. Come transport Christine scared out. Melted. It does. That's exactly what it does, Fung Boy, and that's why they called it him because he breathes fire, and that is the be all and end all. And as I say, it's really weird, or it's not uncomfortable. That's the wrong word. It's strange, but I feel that every time I talk about him, if I do a review, I have to, say at the beginning of the video, sorry if this insults anybody, but it's his name, and that's his name to me. But as I was just saying, the worst one, and I've done a short video on it, and I've got it, but it's boxed upstairs, is the Americans called Override, and the Stunticons. I don't even want to say it, but they called him, and I've got the box with it on it. Uh, Pluie, hello, nice to have you on here. We're all good. Spastic. Well, I can say it. They called him. They literally called him spastic, which in the UK is far more offensive than what slag is. I hope anyway. Not sure what G2 is. It's even a word that you can imagine anymore. No, you don't hear it anyway, do you? And then the one that I just said, they completely changed the name. Because they used to have, they changed the name because it was too offensive. Some Dinobot Cybertron modes would be good as toys. That would be interesting. I wonder what they do because of course the Dinobots were based obviously on the dinosaurs on Earth. So Cybertronian Dinobots would be really interesting. I still think the craziest figure is the one that blew my mind the most recently, and I say most recently. This is easily the most messed up figure, but one of the best. It's this one. I've never seen anything like it. It's still one of my favorite figures, and I know nothing about the character. All I know is that it's insane. Yeah, they did. I've done a short on it on this channel. Sure, you can have a look. I've got a boxed, sealed, sealed set of it and an opened one. Windbreaker blew my mind. Yeah, this is nuts, nuts. Look at it. They've got a plesiosaurus. Yeah, there was, but they changed it because it was too offensive, and they changed it to Scopy. Literally, that's what they said. You've got a pterodactyl, an allosaurus. I think they called him an allosaurus or a gigantosaurus, and a plesiosaurus, and it makes a robot. I mean, who on earth, who on earth thought this up? And of course, this is the new one. Never mind the original. I still need to look. This is how bad I am. Can I even get the original one? I've not even got the original one out of the box yet. I got Big Convoy out because I needed to do a video on him. So I got the original of him out, but I didn't get. I don't even know if I can get it down. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. He's still in here. I've never even played with it. Look, it's still in there. Magmatron. That's a cool box. So yeah, Big Convoy goes there. Erector is a good name for a toy with a big gun. Yeah, especially in the middle. Look at that. It's beautiful. And I don't even like Beast Wars. Don't even like Beast Wars figures, but this for me is, yeah, it's nuts. Do you know what? That's it. I'm gonna have to get it out. Cancer was the crab. Magmatron is a great figure. I'm gonna have to get this out and muck around with it. To be fair, be some using this done it specifically. There's Oh dear, you guys all saw the. You still want Beast Wars 2 Galvatron? I don't know which one that is, Pete. To be fair, I don't know which one it is. You'll have to let me know. Um, because I've still got to build, not Tripredacus, the other one. I've got that, but because Beast Wars for me, I try to get into it, but then I nearly brought the tacky whatever it is, the tacky tank You know, the octopus. There was four of them at this TF Nation just gone. Was it Toku Tank, something like that? You know, Korean kid show. Yes, I do know them. Plunger Manja. Well, I don't actually. I don't know it. I know the figures because I've got three behind me. But I've still never seen the cartoon. I've got links in the description to not in the I've got links sent to me to watch them. Plus, there are a few Tripodicus and Toy Food. Yes, there was. It is Taco Tank. Yeah, the Taco Goldings that goes with Leo Convoy. I had the bat. They had so much Beast Wars. I'm really not. In fact, I've got one video from the Toy Foo stand, and I'll put it up as a bonus video. Um, just because again I got caught up on the day, but you were there because you'd seen it. All of the stuff, all of the stands had Beast Wars and Beast Wars Neo and Beast Wars 2, whatever else. They even had that, you know, the repaint of Dreadwing. Not yeah, Dreadwing and Smokescreen. The Japanese repaint of that. On one of the tables. They had so many different versions of Tripodicus, and I've forgotten the other one's name, the Maximals ones, because I've got that in a drawer. Again, and I've not even put it together. This is where I get annoyed with myself because I just there's some figures that I want to muck around with. There's some figures that I want to play about with, but I just fall behind because there's so much stuff coming out. I can't keep up. It's crazy. There really is too much stuff, which I suppose is a good thing, and I imagine that it will hopefully at some point, what's the word? Not peter out because that's wrong, but I don't think it will because there's too much. Try put Magna Boss. That's the one. On Earth Wars would be good to see. That's it. That's the only reason I know them, Simon. The only reason I know them is because of Earth Wars. And then I managed to find a Magna Boss, unused with the instructions, and I've even got some animation cells with it as well. And again, I've still not even tried to assemble it. It's sat in a drawer there. Black Arachnian Cheetor figure. Oh, that's a good question. So yeah, people were annoyed about the Legacy G2 Menasor. What about people? Were they annoyed? What was your general take on the Predacons box set with all seven figures? Because I'm sure that probably would have annoyed. I would have seen more. I would have thought, but I didn't see any negativity from anybody moaning that I only need one from them or I only need two from them. Because they were the Takara decos as well, weren't they? So they'd updated the decos. But I've Herbie Love Bug meets Bumblebee. I think that's a definite. That's a definite got to happen. I don't know why that hasn't, to be fair, because that's really obvious. But yeah, what's anybody's opinions on the? I'm glad I got here at the beginning. So much good stuff to hear about. It's good, Quinton. Thank you for. That's why the other thing is as well. Um, another. I'm going to go back to what Quinton's point there, which I really appreciate, and I'm glad you've said, is because I've toiled a few times and I've actually asked people like you guys in the chat. I've said, do I keep this as the same format? Do we just talk about whatever, or do you want me to keep it structured? Because some people, when they do lives, you know, they talk and everything's structured and everything's laid out, and you know, you just talk about one particular thing. That's amazing, Andy. So yeah, you got definitely have to show me some of your collection. But everybody came back with the answer of exactly what we're doing now. The fact that we just talk about anything and everything. Okay, sometimes some things get repeated a little bit, but nothing too much. There's been a third pipe implement. Duke's beat Pete. Well, no, Duke's copying Pete now. Perfect. I like random versus structured. Yeah, honestly, everybody said that, and I'm really pleased that Quinton's just mentioned that. To be fair, because it just sort of reassures me that what I'm doing is right for you. And even though today, you know, this is probably one of the it's one of the quietest streams that I've had in ages with regards to numbers, but I think it's worked because I've been able to keep up with you all. I've been able to chat. You know, when I used to start out with these, there was five or six people, and I just chat to five or six people for ages. So it's nice that it's a little bit smaller this week, um, and it's good. And it's good that you're enjoying it. But this is what I said. You know, you're more than welcome as well as you're doing to talk to everybody else in the chat. There's people on here who talk to each other now purely because they met people on this. Today I found my old Mini Cooper KO. Transfer robots like Italian job. So that's a good idea. Italian job would have been good. Do you think you'll do an updated collection tour video sometime soon? When's your next Battersea trip? Okay, so answer to this. The updated room tour, yes, because I've started to maneuver quite a few things around. I think I've explained on here, especially on here, because this is where I do most of my actual chatting, that my displays, I want to put more of the stuff that means more to me on here. I want to put more of my G1 out. So for me, That's why I've decided to sell like quite a few of my newer figures. You've probably seen I've mentioned it a few times. I've stuck them on eBay. I've stuck a few on Vinted now as well, to be fair, because eBay's messing me around. Um, so I want to get more G1 stuff up, definitely. And Battersea, it won't be next week. It'll probably be the week out, maybe 2 weeks time. It'll be the week, probably starting the 21st, something like that. That's what I think I'm going to do, which is good. +1 for the freeform chat. Perfect. It works. It wins. Sometimes I fall behind, but again, you guys can always just ask the same question. But like you're doing now, but perhaps not as much as before because it's a bit quieter. But it doesn't matter. Everybody ends up chatting to each other, and sometimes, um, what I really liked the one time we did it, and again, this is just something that I really enjoyed. I couldn't believe it. Well, actually, because it obviously gives you guys a notification half an hour before, doesn't it? That's right, that's what they call him, plunger. That's correct. What was I saying? Yeah, it gives you a notification half an hour before. So by the time that I came onto this opening a museum, loads of people say that, but I just don't know how I'd be able to do it. To be fair, I wouldn't have a clue because, of course, I'm just a house in a street. What was I saying? And I came up here. I always get up here about 10 to just to sort a few things out and stuff, and put my iPad up here, etc. And I looked at it, and people had been chatting for like 20 minutes, just full on chatting to each other. So I love the fact that people can do that, and I give the opportunity to do that, which is great. And I remember that one time, guys. There's a few of you on here, a few of you won't, because few of you are new. For those of you who don't know, I've got 3 kids, and the youngest is now 3. But the youngest at one time, 18 months ago, I can't remember when it was, she just kept crying, bless her. And my wife was 8. So I had to say to everybody on here, I had to say, look, and of course everybody's like, just go and see her, just go and see her. But I kept the stream running just so you guys could all chat. And I thought that was really nice as well. I just left it running and then I came back and turned it off a bit later, which was really nice. That was ages ago now. I can't remember when it was, but I love the fact, as I say, that you guys can do that. And again, I'm just a normal person, so obviously, if my daughter's crying, I'm going to go and see what she's doing because um, she obviously comes first. What are we talking about? Crossover Colombo. Back to crossovers. See, we started on crossovers ages ago. We're back to crossovers again now. I'm looking around and thinking, I did get this guy actually. Where have I not showed you? What did you think of this? Who managed to get the pre-order on the new? That's not the. Is that the red guy? Where's the pink one? I can't think where the pink one. Did anybody manage to get the pink one as well? I don't even know where it's gone. Where's the pink one? Can't find it. Where's that good shit? Just in crossover. We get it, brother, family. Yeah, exactly. That was it. But like I said, it was just nice that I could just crack on and you guys just did exactly the same as well. Where's the pink one gone? I don't know. Too many things, too many figures. Can't move around. It's somewhere here. He's somewhere here, but the pink one is beautiful. Still waiting for standard MTM. Is it not out this month? I thought it was end of March. I'm sure it was end of March. I could be wrong. Obviously, I am wrong if you haven't seen it. This is something I've been mucking around with recently as well, to be fair. I've got a couple of pink horrors for me and the wife recently. They might got some pink, yeah. This is one I've been mucking around with quite a lot recently. Must admit, I didn't think the pink. And this is just Vector Prime's mold, but again, new experience for me with messing around with these. It's quite fun. I think it's probably one of the best versions of Alpha Trion I've seen, to be fair. I really like it. I think they should have made something more of this. I need to do a proper video on it, to be fair. General Lee Carbon Dukes of Hazzard, Night Navigator, Transformers Victories. That's what we keep talking about, the flag. Um, I wonder if they just do it though without the flag and then just, third party company DNA kit produce it or something. I'm making a mess here. No space. Don't know what I'm doing. Blue Thunder. Yeah, definitely. I think we will get an Airwolf. I think as soon as we get, well, to be fair, we've got a Vortex, but I think we might get an Alpha Bravo as well. Just a proper G1 wheel would be nice in an IDW one. Yeah, what was everybody's opinion of the Thrilling 31? I wasn't overly excited by that one, shall we say. The Thrilling 31 was a bit naff, really. But it's really weird because, like, I don't really like Whirl because he's only got one eye. But yeah, I love Shockwave, but he's got one eye. I have MMC Turbos. I need no other Whirl. I've never even heard of that Guzzy, so I need to have a look at that. Hey, Turbies. I've never even heard of that Guzzy. I'm gonna have to have a Google for that and see what that is. Definitely. Where's my Mexican friend anyway? The one who put the super chat in. Where's he gone? Is he still about? I love the fact that he just jumped in. Yeah, Tomato, wasn't he? Where's he gone? Is Tomato still in? Hopefully he is. Maybe he's had to dash off. I don't know what the time will be in Mexico. To be fair, probably about mid-afternoon, I would think. I don't know. Can't remember. Like I haven't been since. When did I go? 2018 was when I went to Mexico. So wow, 8 years ago. And I can't remember what the time difference was then. To be fair. No, Glitchbox made heavy Transformers. Yeah, agreed. That's definitely, as I say, the Thrilling 30 is clunky. It's not fun. It's not fun at all. A lot of them figures, I think, if you look back at them now, more Teenage Ninja Turtles, like the Bonnet Perhaps, but definitely need a team. I know I'm late. No, you're cool, Pooey. 5 to 8 hours behind. I don't understand why A team's taken so long, to be honest. I think everybody said, and it was my fault as well, because I said with the new Stranger Things one, I was like, this can definitely be an A-team van, but as somebody correctly pointed out to me, that they can't use the same molds. That's one of the clauses, I think is the word, that it's a completely unique mold. So that Stranger Things van, the Jurassic Park Jeep, etc., is Turbomass. I like to see an official Hasbro Doctor Who TARDIS transformer. You see, now that would be interesting, Quentin, because it would just be like a shell former, wouldn't it? But what would I suppose would you want it to transform into a Dalek? Because that would be cool if they got the TARDIS to turn into a Dalek. Sorry, 7. It's okay, Pete. I knew you'd be there. A team's face wild car. Yes, that was a beautiful car, wasn't it? That was a beautiful car, wasn't it? A bit like the Back to the Future one. Was it a bit like a DeLorean? I can't think. Was it a Pontiac Firebird or something? I don't even know what American cars are. I'm just trying to think of what it was, but it was a beautiful car, faces white thing. I just like an old school Ferrari. Well, I'd say Ferrari Testarossa, to be fair. Like we've got the Lamborghini Countachs. I'd love but I can't think if anybody has had a Ferrari Testarossa in a movie and a cartoon or something. I'd just love to see them do a Ferrari Testarossa as a transformer because, funnily enough, I'm not really into cars and I never really was. But growing up, um, as I say, for whatever reason, the Ferrari Testarossa sticks in my head. For some reason, I don't know what it was. I just remember looking at it thinking it's amazing. Or Bigfoot Monster Truck that unexpectedly became a brand. Yeah, Bigfoot Monster Truck would be great. Faces car. It was a Corvette. There you go. It's probably my fave Ferrari. Throbot's Chase. Is it Chelbot? Get out of town. Get out of town. Is that a Testarossa? I didn't even realise that. And there you go. See, that's how little it looks like a Testarossa to me. Miami Vice. If Miami Vice is one, there you go. Pete, you're a fountain of knowledge. Absolute fountain of knowledge. Um, I think again, any vehicles, I think they'll do it because they will do because it's especially Miami Vice. It's old and it's PJ and the Bean, semi TV show in the 80s, white one. I think you're right now. You've said that. Good luck with getting Ferrari testosterone because Ferrari would want serious money. You're probably right with that, Fung Boy. Did they do any Ferraris? Someone moonlighting McQueen as Transformers. They would. I'd love that. I can't believe. I don't know why they haven't done that. To be fair, especially considering a lot of the Junkians do look like him anyhow. Definitely be a good thing. It'd be just so white Ferrari. Chi Chi Bang Bang is. Do you know what you could do as well? Bed knobs and broomsticks. You could have a transforming bed. There you go. Was it called Bed Knobs and Broomsticks? With basically the same as Chitty Bang Bang, but with a bed. Um, Breakdown from Stunticons is also Ferrari, I think. No, it was a Lamborghini, isn't he? Is he? I think I thought it was supposed to be a Lamborghini. That's where everybody was kicking off. I could be wrong. Dino in Dark of the Moon, but it had to be called Dino Ferrari, not Mirage as intended. I thought that was the only one, to be fair, Fung Boy. I thought it was. Um, has anybody going to go back to what I said about the bed knobs and broomsticks? Was it called that? It had all the same people in it. Breakdown is a Lambo Countach. Thought it was. Batmobile, definitely. To be fair, Bed Knobs and Broomsticks with the cartoony foot. Yes, it was Andy Nooney. That's the one. That's completely the one. My kids had it on the other week for some reason. My grandma, well, their grandma tried to put it on for them and they didn't manage to get to the end. Wild Rider chase and override our Ferraris. Whoever just said the Batmobile, does anybody not think, or would you, you're right, it's Wild Rider and he has, does anybody not think that Boss from the Turbo Masters is basically Michael Keaton's Batmobile? If you think about it, they would have had to do a Christine Transformer. I don't know. I want Adam West Batmobile. Yeah, Benders and Broomsticks. Early, oh, it's going fast now. Early rock band Transformers Batmobile, guitars and drums, for example. That would be a good idea. They've got thingy, haven't they? They've got Basara Prime, obviously, who's got a guitar and etc. There's they could do that. Um, Braver, Braver. This one, this one, or is this Laster? No, this is Braver, isn't it? I suppose it is, isn't it? Look at that. Funny enough, it's just right here. It could do many Batmobiles. I best remember Automan Show. Yeah, if you think, can anybody think of Boss? I can grab mine over there, but I don't know. But it's definitely what's it called? It's definitely Michael Keaton's Batman. Dana from the Bay versus Fro. Yes, it is because he yes do. The reason I've got Braver there is because I'm using that as a lot of comparisons with the card bots because that's what it reminds me of. Chase is a test of it's true. Thing he just because he just said that, but I didn't know. I had Boss. I think it's the 87 Batmobile. I love that, to be fair. That was my, even though the ironic thing is that I was too small, too young, because in 89 I was only 10 and it was a 12, and I definitely looked about 6. I wasn't allowed to go and watch it. But I love that movie. That's probably one of my favourite Batman films, to be fair, just again for the nostalgia and for the sheer hype. Um, it's a tough question, that is, Shorey, and the reason being, of course, Adam West is a great Batman, but as I say, Keaton was amazing. I really liked Val Kilmer as well. I was gutted he only got the one chance. Um, Clooney was okay, but that film was dire. Um, Best Batman is the animated series. I liked Val Kilmer. Val Kilmer, to be fair, was brilliant. Obviously, Christopher. I was going to say Nolan, but it's not. He was the director. But here's an unpopular opinion, and I can't even believe I said it myself in this one where I have to hold my hands up and basically sort of apologise. Um, What's your favourite cat? I don't know, but I've never seen it. Plunger. I've never seen the cartoon, so I couldn't tell you. Um, yeah, I know I'm going to get loads of questions on Metal Carbots, and I don't know because I've not seen one episode. I've had 3 figures, and that's it. What was I saying then? Del Boy was best Batman. So I knew some. The new one. Now this is really weird because I pretty much near enough boycotted the new one, even though they make because it was Robert Pattinson, and I was like, Robert Pattinson's not Batman. He's never going to be Batman. And the reason why I didn't like Robert Pattinson for saying this is a quote that he said, so I haven't made this up, and it's why I pretty much boycotted it. He said that he wasn't going to bulk up to become Batman. So I just thought, well, you need to be at least have a little bit because there's nothing to you. Because I've seen you in Twilight, you're just, you're just a normal skinny guy, whatever. So I think I didn't like him for that. I think he disrespected Batman and said he should be like, no, it doesn't have to be massive like Christian Bale or Ben Affleck or whatever. But when he said that, I was like, right, I'm not going to watch it. But this is it. This is it. I ended up watching it. I don't know why I ended up watching it because I think again pressure from clients and from friends. Just say watch it because you'll enjoy it. And then I think I agree with everybody's sentiment that it's not really a Batman movie. It's more, yeah, it is, it's more like a detective movie, and it is, it's just that Batman's in it, and because he's not beating up guys 52 times his size, etc. He gets away with it, shall we say. But I actually really love it, as I say, the Batman, even though I near enough boycotted it for them silly reasons. He's brilliant, he's very very good in it, to be fair, and it's one of my I really like that film, so I stand corrected and I apologize to Mr. Patterson because he made a great Batman video. Whoa, that was some severe wind then. Anime makes Transformers animation. Did any of you guys watch the Gotham series? The Gotham series is pretty good. That's a very diplomatic way of putting it. Because Gotham was really good as well. I would have thought that I thought what they would have done is use the young guy. use the young guy to basically take what Robert Patterson's place, but they never did. They never did. Gotham was really good. Punch, counter punches. Everybody's going back thinking of these cars. It was good. I did watch Gotham. I really liked Gotham. I think I've missed the last few episodes of whatever the last series, but I think the kid who played Bruce Wayne, because he was so young when he started out, and I thought that's what they'd do. I thought they'd progress it, and then he would become Batman in the movies. Didn't get around to season 2 in the end. Should probably pick it up again. I did the first season, all of it, and I missed some of season 2. But I think, um, yeah, I think the Penguin's character was good. Jada Pinkett Smith, she was all right. Not sure the season was a bit rushed. I can't see him as an older Bruce Wayne. I wonder what he looks like now. That'd be interesting to see what he looks like now. So, sure, he's really trying to get us away from Batman, isn't he? I've never read about it. What was he saying? There's too many. Everybody's going to say Transformers the movie. Surely, you've just set yourself up for that. Everybody's going to say Transformers the movie, 1986 version. I bet you. I haven't watched TV. Fair play, Duke. Fantastic effort, my friend. Me and the missus are trying to not watch too much TV anyway. Um, what what's Batman Man Up? Love the Penguin. Yeah, he was a great character. I went to watch the Penguin series. Oh, that's the Colin Farrell one, isn't it? I've not seen that. Weird choice from me. What to do in case of fire? I don't even know what that is, Guzzy. I don't even know what that is. Um, there's too many. Aliens is an amazing film. Crackles, fair play. That's definitely up there as well. It's got to be the director's cut though, where you get to see Timmy and the rest of Newt's family and everything. Um, no, I don't know Transform. Oh, yeah, only the Soundwave and the Bumblebee, but not the Creo. Surely Return of the Jedi is a good film. These are Transformers is a great animation. They had some of them figures actually. Quinton, they had the Nizar figures at TF Nation, which I didn't get. Starship Troopers is an amazing, but that's one of the films. Who's put that up? PLW. In fact, I've got two stories about both of yours there. So Starship Troopers, I went into the cinema not expecting much. They're amazing. Lord of the Rings, all three of them are amazing. And I was that blown away that I was going to literally walk straight back in and watch it again because I was that blown away by it. And Ghostbusters has been on my, well, just Ghostbusters, Predator, all of these are too good. And Ghostbusters was a pure fluke when we went to Orlando for the first time. They had a special screening of it at Universal Studios, so I got to watch it at Universal Studios as well. Movie, and it's not even close. Watched it hundreds of times. Yeah, Predator's brilliant. Predator's amazing. Empire Strikes Back is amazing. There's too many. We already talked about RoboCop earlier, which is brilliant. But like Michael Jordan's when I was a kid, it was either Space Jam's a good film. It's not as good as some of the ones we've mentioned, but it is a great film. We were really, really. I am all the jealous. Yeah, honestly, we were into. It was 2008. We went with my mates. We went and there's a great big like massive IMAX as soon as you walk down City Walk on the way into Universal Studios, and I was like, oh, ironically enough, I saw Iron Man there as well. The Thing remake is good as well. So even when we were in Orlando, we watched the Ghostbusters because it was a special presentation, and then we got to see Iron Man really early on, and we got to experience all, which I love, by the way. I'm not being sarcastic when I say this. I love the fact that Americans jump up and clap and get really excited watching films, and it was great to experience that. So, um, yeah, I love it. I love it when people get really excited. I want people to do that. I want people who are enjoying themselves to do it. We're too reserved over here. That's a good film as well, Pete. That's a great film. A bunch of Anarchists who plant a bomb explodes 12 years later, killing. I'm going to have a look for that then, Guzzy. I'll have a look at that. Apart from all the really obvious, as you say, ones that we've just mentioned, all the crazy 80s action ones, which always work. Terminator 2 is amazing, guys. How come none of you put Terminator 2? It's on Prime. I haven't got Prime, but I might have to have a watch of it. Um, things good. Never Saw Afterlife. I've still got a bit more here. What other films can I just watch? Fifth Element. Fifth Element again is one of the films I can just watch if it's on because it's great. I couldn't finish the female Ghostbusters one. I got about I couldn't get past about 25 minutes. I had to turn it off. If it was not watching Lord of the Rings. Honestly, Fung Boy, we've got the I'll tell you a story about that one as well. So I was going to what Mad Max is brilliant. Mad Max 2 is good. Spider-Verse, I've not watched them. My boys watched them. That's it. I was going to tell you about Fifth Element. So I was going to the cinema to watch Con Air for like the third time. Literally, I was. And I met some friends there, and I was like, "What are you going to watch?" That's funny. That film is. Um, First American Pie as well. To be fair, being seen watching that in the cinema in 1999. Bearing in mind you'd seen nothing about it before, it was crazy. Um, what was I saying? So yeah, and anyhow, they said we were going to watch a special. Um, we're going to watch it was just a special presentation. We didn't even know what it was called. So I said, let's go and watch that. And we found out it was The Fifth Element. And again, I watched that without going in. I've never seen a trailer, never seen anything at all. And I was just like, this is mind blowing. I remember coming out of that cinema being like, same as The Matrix. No one's mentioned the first Matrix either. None of the ones after, but the first ones were just ridiculous, weren't they? Rating what we looking? And there's got another pair of movies that I got about reviews. Smoking Aces 2. Anything with Arnold is good. Crackles, yeah, anything with Arnold is good. Even I liked Eraser. Remember that one? That was good. Um, I'm trying to catch up here. There's like Fifth Element for me. Yeah, the opera scene is perfect. I used to love The Man in Black. Nah, they were all right. I was lucky enough that I saw them in the cinema. I'm trying to think of ones, in the cinema where there's been like a genuine like, this is incredible what we're watching sort of thing. And as I say, I definitely got that from the ones I've just said, from The Fifth Element. Fun enough, even Starship Troopers. But like I said, Misery's a good film. Actually, it's completely twisted, but it's a good film. Do you know what? I'll tell you something here. I actually watched. I love that, Pete. But guess what? I watched Jurassic Park again. Amazing. Here's one of my Heat is a mate. Do you know what? Tomorrow is Easter. Thank you very much, Quentin. That's lovely for you to say that. I take it back. My movie's Battle Aim to tell you Jurassic Park was perfect. Yeah, but I didn't see it at the cinema though, Shorey. Some of the people in the chat definitely did. So when it's funny when you see the original, we mean Guzzy, you need to sort it out. How have you not seen that? You need. I can't believe that. That's as bad as Pete's not watching TF1. Um, here you go. To be fair, even all the Toy Story movies are great. Um, Last Action Hero. Last Action Heroes. It's all right, as you say. Guzzy, you'd love it. It's just great. Guzzy, what? Shorey, what is wrong with you? Yeah, the Jurassic Park series all decent. Most recent one was good, to be honest. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yep, saw that at the cinema as well. That was pretty good. Pizza Dude's got 30 seconds. Isn't that the opening line? I think it is. Um, I think it is. This is cool. You see, it's so weird that we're all so many different age groups, so many different countries. But apart from Shorey spoiling what I'm just about to say, that we all like the same sort of things. But no, Shorey's just ruined that. Do you know all the lyrics? I don't know all the lyrics. Commando's one of my favourite films. The original Running Man's one of my favourite films. The CGI is much better than today. Saw that with friends. Whoa, what's going on? Play. Jurassic Park's over. The first one is okay. Short Circuit is. Do you know what, Darren? I was looking for that on. I'm trying to find that to show that to my kids because it's great. That and Flight of the Navigator are two of the best 80s kids films ever. We're all going through 80s adult films, which is cool because obviously I also love Die Hard. You can't beat Die Hard. But 80s kids films, Flight of the Navigator and Short Circuit. We've watched Labyrinth. Yeah, we've watched Labyrinth. We haven't done Neverending Story yet, actually, because that might traumatize them. 8 Mile was one of my favourites. I wish it was old enough when it came out to see it in the cinema. But yeah, Flight of the Navigator. Who remembers that? That was brilliant. Dark Crystal. Yeah, we watched that on Tubi. I don't know what I might have to find that. Whatever Tubi is, I don't think we've got that in the UK unless it's a illegal streaming thing, which I'll have a look at if I can find it. The Flight of the Navigator was crazy. Flight of the Navigator, Short Circuit, I agree, definitely. As I say, for kids, the first Unisol's amazing. How about batteries not included? Yes, of course. E.T., yes, of course. This is nuts. All these great films. Solid in space too, and I mean, Akira, Streets of Fire. Akira's good. My favourite, I suppose, official manga was Fist of the North Star at one point. I love Fist of the North Star. That was mental. Tubi is on your TV now. Okay, thank you very much for that, Fung. I'll have a look at that. This is a great conversation because it's interesting to see what, as I say, what people like and what people watch. Revenge of the Nerds. That's funny. Um, as I said American Pie. That was a great film. To see that at the cinema. Escape from New York was all right. Snake was his name, Snake Plissken or whatever it was. First Blood was brilliant. Bloodsport was better. Van Damme's Bloodsport. First Blood is good. Yeah, First Blood's the best one actually. Here you go. This one's a bit. I don't know if what you guys will think of this, but I used to love City Slickers. Loved City Slickers. Um, I've heard that might be a fight in the Navigate to Uncle Buck is funny. Anyone see the Blade? Yes, I saw all of them. I saw the first Blade on a Halloween night. Actually, to be fair, um, yeah, I think it was a midnight showing as well. Saying that, to be fair, that was really good. John Candy was just, brilliant. Poor old John Candy. We lost him too. Like we lost him way too fast. City Slickers, I love City. I don't know what it is. Again, just got really good memories of City Slickers 1 and 2. That was fun. I watched some terrible 80s fantasy on YouTube a couple weeks ago. They had a really impressive catalogue. But yeah, I can't think. Let's go into some love anything. Billy Crystal's a brilliant actor, isn't he? To be fair, do you know what I just saw? Oh, you just reminded me. Before my kids went to bed, we just watched Tooth Fairy, and that Billy Crystal. Oh man, he's aged in that, but bless him, he's in it. Bad Boys are brilliant. Bad Boys 2 is an amazing film. Completely agree. Completely agree with that. Two's brilliant. Demolition Man, that's another crazy one that's just brilliant. We're into mid 90s now, aren't we? Mid 90s. I didn't go to the cinema much. Never saw the 86 movie till I did the papers. It's love PTSD. Solar Babies. I don't know what Solar Babies is, Pluie. I don't know what that one is. That one's something I don't know. Um, as I say, we're up to early 90s, early to mid 90s, I think now. But just keep going wherever you want. Independence Day. Saw that at the film. Perfect at the cinema rather. Princess Mononoke. Nausicaa, Lapuska. I don't know any of them. I don't know any of them at all. Are you on to animation or something now? Demolition Man, great show. Simon, I'm a blast from the past. Send a maniac to catch a maniac. Shawshank is brilliant. Raiders of the Lost Ark is brilliant. I found the John Wick movies incredibly meh. Yeah, agreed. Cool Runnings again. I can't believe it. I thought I was teeing people up for that when I said John Candy. What time period do you think made the best movies? Again, it's 80s, 90s, isn't it? Maybe 90s. Star Wars was 70s. Jaws was 70s. Alien was 70s. So there's two. We Schindler's List is heavy but great. Haven't seen that. I know I should, but I haven't seen that. I loved Saving Private Ryan. Actually, that's a good war movie. Apocalypse Now, another good war movie. John Wick's okay. Um, he's a little. Do you know what I love? If them type of movies, Equalizer, Denzel Washington. We've lost about 10 people. No one likes these movies. Look at the chat's dropped right out. Somebody's tuned in thinking, what are they talking about? Transformers. We're talking about films. And we've lost loads of people in the chat. But oh well. Movies is good. I like talking about movies. What did I just say? Equalizer. Yeah, that's a more recent one, but I love it. Um, love them films. That's another one. She'll be doing something on the laptop, and she was saying, "Are you watching this again?" Because it's on TV at the moment quite a bit. Uh, and I'm like, "Yep, got it on again." He absolutely nailed that film. Forrest Gump's a good film. Tombstone, yeah, I'm your Huckleberry. Top Gun, Days of Thunder, 7. Definitely 7. How did we miss that one out? Definitely 7. Yeah, too many. We've been pretty much spoiled, to be fair. We've been very. That would be interesting to see that. Because you've got the one who's just cool as ice and the other one who's mental. I love Full Metal Jacket. Random chats when you find your people rocks. Random chats when you. Okay, I told you. Too what about IP, man? You little bit. See, this is it. This is it. We're just chilling, hanging. I've lost another 12 people. Oh dear. Um. Oh well. It's all just movies. And to be fair, it's 7 minutes to midnight, and I normally wrap it up about then anyhow. So we'll start to wrap it up soon anyhow. I love my other wish I never go back to being that person, but for you, Yeah, exactly. Transformers One. Ooh, that's gonna start a riot. It's very, very, very good, but I don't know if it's better than the eight. That's gonna start a riot. That is, but okay. Um, I think it's on a par, 100%. Story wise, here we go. This is gonna start some things here. You know. I said we've only got 6 minutes left. And, oh no, I'm glad you're okay, Quentin. I don't know if that's from a movie or something. That's We've only got 6 minutes left, so this is not gonna end well for everybody. Swimming with Sharks with Kevin Spacey's a good one. Yeah, Kevin Spacey did some amazing ones. Pete, you can't comment 'cause you've not seen it. I'm not opposed to that statement because always told rear window. Oh, this is funny. You know, police car, prowl, and barricade. Yes, we do know them. Like you say, they're police cars. Who else was a police car? I can't think. They're both phenomenal, but I still prefer the original one. I think, yeah, I'm with retro there. I hate to say it, but I like Transformers One better than the original '86 movie too. I feel like wow, I didn't expect you to say that. I need to watch one again. To be fair, I love one, and Peter, you definitely need to watch it because it's so good. Negotiate's a brilliant film. I nearly watched that last night. Your prize has been revoked. He's already private messaged me, so I'll reply to that after this. Um, Spacey did a load of great films, didn't he? As I say, really, definitely, really did. I even liked American Beauty. That was an amazing film. Some controversy, the best scene in Transformers. Where are we? This to be the Bumblebee movie opening scene. That's not a controversy. Loads of people will agree with you on that. The opening, everybody always says that. Why can't they do that for a full movie? It's a great film, Pete. I nearly watched it last night, and the reason what I was going to say to you guys before we completely got lost is, believe it or not, for the last night, for the first time, I saw Natural Born Killers. I hadn't seen it until last night, and I don't know why I hadn't. Um, but yeah, I just literally hadn't seen it until yesterday, so I ended up watching it. A little bit like I don't see what the fuss is about. The first half is a bit boring, but then the second half with the prison break just made me laugh so much. I thought that's ridiculous. To be honest, what's your favourite character? Please call Parallel Barricade. Oh, my favourite Barricades version. I've not seen Rear Window, so I don't even think I've seen that. I'm not that much for the 80s. My favourite one, Bumblebee. Oh wow! I can't believe Guzzi's put The Last Night above 86. What? What is that about? There's not enough time to discuss this. That's completely off, way out. But there you go. Case of So, yeah, Case of So's great film, absolutely great film. Sin City's a good film as well. I forgot about that. Kill Bill 1 and 2, great, great films, and funny enough, films that what is it? Films that I didn't really like when I was younger, but when I'm older, I appreciate them much more. Pulp Fiction, didn't like that at all when I was younger. Probably just didn't get it. Um, but then watching it later on, perfect. Goes Hero what last night? 86. Yeah, that's what I said, Fung Boy. I feel this could go on for a long time, but luckily for you guys, it's not. The Professionals is a good film. I'm just trying to. Even the Bourne trilogy, the first three Bournes were brilliant. They were so good as well. Like, because I think it was a little, it was quite believable. Leon, yes. Probably think this Rumble is red there. Oh, ooh, Crackles went there with that one. Don't. That's Pete's line. And that's what's funny and not in the good way. I was thinking Prowl versus Barricade for police one. I think they should do that. I agree with you. Plunger, definitely they should do. Try to pick a pair of the Master Force bracelets. I should have got them ages ago. Who's put that? Quinton. They were when I was buying all my Japanese figures from the Japanese auction sites. They had sets of sealed ones for like 10. They worked out to be like 10 quid, and I just never went into it. Just literally left them. Just thought, oh, why do I want them? Why do I want them? And now I've gone back on them. They're like 600 quid. So no, I'm not going to get them now. Napoleon Romans River in Blue, Chapel Spare, Godfather. Ooh, that's a good one. One. 111. There you go. I said Pulp Fiction. As I said, I couldn't believe that I didn't really like it when I was younger, but when I watched it as when I'm older, I want a really, really good film, to be fair. Really good film. Rumble is most definitely red. You see, you've set Pete off now. Right. But anyway, guys, I'm going to start to wind this up because it is midnight in the UK in 28 seconds. This has been an absolute pleasure, as always. So things that oh, he still didn't like it. Oh, there you go. I was going to say the things to what we've got going on in the pipeline is I've got loads of things that I need to share with you. Um, I've been working with a company. I can tell you a little bit about it now. Everybody always asks me how do I catalog my figures and stuff. I've been working very closely with somebody where we've worked out a way to do it. So what I'm going to do is I'll give you more details on that very, very soon. With regards to everything else going on here, I've got more Cardbot figures. I'm going to do the last night Alpha Tryon, not the last night, TF1 Alpha Tryon. I'm going to be in the Battersea store in 2 weeks. I won't be there for the Greg Burger, unfortunately. TF UK Con is probably my next thing out to see everybody, which is in May. And then I think the week after that, funnily enough, is MCM. So I look forward to seeing loads of you guys in person. Anybody, like I said, anybody who's a channel member who wants, in fact, anybody who's in the chat, I'll just be nice and throw it out there. That's a good film. Anybody who's in the chat who's got access to the Discord, when I go to the shop, if you want me to get you anything, I can, and then I can send it to you, no problem. So as I say, I'm going to get Crackles, I think one of these. PRW, I'll probably message you in the morning if that's okay, just to see if it probably is retro because it's with them as well, and I've got a discount to get you guys one as well. um well, a discount agreement. Yes, this. Oh, I forgot what I was going to say. Yeah, I'll message you in the morning and we'll sort something out. I'll send you some money over. Nice one, Pete. But yeah, loads to look forward to. But I really appreciate all the support from you all. Thank you very much. It's been a great chat. It really has. We haven't discussed anything. Anybody in the UK, stay safe because also it sounds like my roof's about to blow in. But there you go, guys. I'll see you all soon. Thank you.